Hey everybody, this is Woodward Guy here today, and today we're going to do another review video. This time is going to be on the at the front USA made M1928 Haversack, and we're going to compare it with the original one that I have from 1941. Alright, so first things first notice the color. The color is actually really good. Of course, during the war there were a lot of different shades of OD3, so you can see this a bit greener, a bit yellower, a bit browner, whatever, but the color is really spot on for your average haversack. So points there. Next thing you might notice is the US markings. Now both varieties were used, so this variety is still correct and this one obviously is correct because it's original. The only thing I have to complain is that there's no spacing at the top of the U there, so it's kind of just in an enclosed shape. That's the only thing, so maybe they should have made these a bit thinner markings and not as thick, but that's just a small detail. And who says that these mistakes didn't happen with original ones? Just saying. Next, let's move on with the meat can pouch. So it fits an original 1944 mess kit in here. I've noticed that they feel slightly larger, but only by half an inch at most. One thing that I've noticed is with original silverware, the slots for them are slightly too short. They don't go as deep enough, so when you close it, I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's sticking out right there, so it doesn't really close as well as it should be. While the original one here, you guys can see that right there, it goes in a lot deeper as it should. Now, of course, if you guys know, you're rarely ever going to use these pouches for anything. If anything, you're going to stuff your spoon, fork, knife in your pockets, in the mess tin itself, or loose in your gas mask bag or something. So that's not a big problem, since personally I don't use it that much, and I know a lot of people and veterans didn't use them as much either. The weave of the canvas is very nice, very accurate to original ones. Let me try to bring you closer to that. So the weave is very accurate. There's no complaint there. They did a good job with it. Of course, the at the front one feels softer, but that's because it's newer, so it doesn't have that 70 plus years of age to it. Going on the inside, not much to say about the inside. I mean, it's accurate. It's the correct length, correct width, everything like that. Correct buckles. You guys notice this haversack has square buckles. That's possibly just a surplus of World War I tips that they just used on this one. So the circular ones are just as correct as the square ones. But yeah, I mean, there's nothing else to it. It's just a bunch of flaps. So the inside's good. It holds all the stuff that an original one would. Looking on the back, and a lot of straps flying everywhere. So looking on the back, it's quite similar as well. The original one has markings on the back. At the front does not. Some original ones have markings on the inside of the pack. At the front, I haven't found any markings, any dates or anything. So that's one thing they must have missed out on. This original pack has rivets on the shoulder straps to, make it a bit more resistant from tearing. At the front doesn't have that, but this is actually not that common. It's more common to have no rivets at all. So this is accurate, correct cross stitching. The hardware is good. I haven't had any problem with them. They don't seem to be flimsy, crappy hardware. They seem to be durable and will last you a very long time. Leather strap for the diaper bag. I don't have an original one, so I can't compare it, but it seems like decent leather. I wouldn't say the best leather, but it seems decent enough. And another important factor to look at is the eyelets for your bayonet and shovel. For the shovel, very accurate, holds the shovel correctly, no need to stretch or anything like that. There's an original one to compare. I haven't had any trouble with them, so you shouldn't either. And then the bayonet The bayonet eyelets are correct as well. They do appear to be slightly farther apart, but really only by a centimeter or two. So really that should not bother you with your bayonet or whatever else you want to put back there. And that's kind of it for the pack. Like I said, the color, the material, the hardware, the stitching, the placement of everything is very good. I honestly, if you're looking for a haversack, go with the at the front USA made one. I highly recommend it. It's $100, but honestly I think it's worth it, and it's not going to tear as easily as some crappy Chinese made ones. I'll post a link in the description for this haversack. I'll also post the at the front cheaper version. Basically it's the exact same, just made in a different country. I don't know how good they are, how durable they are, but I'll let you decide on that. But yeah, if you liked the video, drop a like, write a comment if you've experienced with at the front's cheaper version, or if you've experienced with these. Share the video to help your reenactor friends that are starting out, and subscribe to my channel to see more reviews and other videos. But besides that, you guys have a great day.